Welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping straight into a topic that really touches everyone. This incredibly powerful connection, sometimes a bit tricky, between your mental health and, well, how well you're sleeping. And thanks for sending over these sources. They give us a really fantastic way to look at this.
Yeah, it's a fascinating area.
So our mission today, let's really try to unpack what your material is saying about this core relationship. We want to get the benefits when things are good,
Right.
and the harms when they're not. And crucially, look at the solutions and treatments that are highlighted in the reading.
Okay.
Because this isn't just abstract stuff. These insights, they spill directly into how you feel every single day. Your mood, focus, memory, energy,
Yeah.
even your long-term health picture. So let's dive in.
Yeah, let's do it. What strikes me immediately from this material is that we're absolutely not talking about two separate things that just occasionally cross paths.
Right.
These sources really hammer home that it's deeply integrated, a two-way street. Think of it like a feedback loop,
Okay, yeah.
Struggles with mental health can seriously mess with your sleep patterns. And then that lack of sleep turns right around and can significantly worsen anxiety, depression, that sort of thing.
It's a cycle, definitely.
Yeah.
It can spin you down or hopefully spin you up. And when it is going upward, the benefits mentioned are really compelling.
Totally.
Your sources point to how this positive link directly builds greater emotional resilience. It's not just about feeling less anxious, but actually building a stronger capacity to handle stress.
Exactly. A more stable mood overall. And the cognitive boosts are huge. While you're asleep, your brain's busy. It's consolidating memories, processing emotions.
Cleaning house almost.
Yeah, kind of. When that's working well, it supports sharper thinking, better decision-making. Even creativity gets a lift. It's like a nightly reboot.
And beyond just the brain, the physical benefits are pretty significant too, right? The sources mention the immune system.
Oh, yeah. Quality sleep, which is often easier with good mental health, it strengthens your immune system, makes you less likely to catch every bug going around.
That's a big one.
And longer term. The sources suggest this positive cycle links up with a lower risk of chronic problems, things like heart disease, metabolic issues, partly by helping regulate inflammation.
Okay.
Plus, just practically speaking, when you're rested and feeling mentally balanced, your concentration's better, your performance improves, you're just more effective.
Okay, so those are some powerful upsides to getting this connection right. But what happens, according to the material you sent, when it goes wrong, when that cycle heads south?
Yeah, the harms are pretty stark. They directly mirror the benefits, essentially. Chronic sleep problems are strongly linked in these sources to starting or worsening serious mental health conditions.
Like major depression, anxiety disorders?
Exactly those. It chips away at emotional stability, often leads to more irritability, maybe feelings of hopelessness. It's tough.
And that cognitive impact you mentioned, it sounds immediate. Impaired memory, concentration just tanks.
Yeah, it makes it harder to focus. The sources describe an increased likelihood of errors, even accidents, like walking around in a constant mental fog.
Your body obviously pays a price too. Weakened immune system, you said?
Definitely. Sleep deprivation makes you more vulnerable to getting sick. And physically, there's an increased risk noted for things like high blood pressure, weight gain, contributing to longer-term health worries.
And something else that really stood out was how this can affect our relationships.
Oh, absolutely.
Poor sleep, mental health struggles. It can strain communication, maybe reduce empathy, lead to conflict, or just pulling away.
Yeah, fostering isolation sometimes. It really shows how fundamental this sleep mental health link is to, well, everything.
So seeing these impacts is one thing, but the sources don't just leave us there, right? They talk about strategies, solutions, things you can actually do.
Yes, absolutely. They lay out quite a range. What caught your eye there?
Well, it seems like starting with those sort of foundational lifestyle tweaks is key. Simple things, but powerful.
Like
Having a consistent sleep schedule. Being mindful of screen time before bed. That's a big one now. Avoiding stimulants like caffeine, nicotine, even alcohol in the evening. And getting regular exercise, though maybe not right before bed.
Right, hitting those physical and behavioral angles. But the sources also really stress getting support for the mental health side. Therapy comes up a lot.
CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. They specifically mention CBTI for insomnia.
Exactly. CBTI is tailored for sleep issues and seems very effective according to this material, but also general counseling or even support groups. Connecting with others can be vital.
And relaxation techniques seem to be woven throughout too. Simple stuff.
Yeah, like deep breathing, mindfulness exercises. Maybe using a calming app.
Or journaling, listening to soothing sounds, things to quiet the mind before trying to sleep.
And finally, the sources do acknowledge that sometimes medical help is needed.
Right, like sleep aids or medication for depression or anxiety.
Yes, but always with the big caveat. Strictly under a doctor's guidance. That's crucial.
Okay, so wrapping this up quickly. What your sources really drive home is that mental health and sleep, they're not just related, they're fundamentally locked together.
Interdependent, yeah. Constantly influencing each other in this profound feedback loop that really shapes your overall well-being.
That is the core idea.
Absolutely. So the key takeaway is this powerful double-edged sword. Get them right, and you benefit from better mood, sharper thinking, stronger immunity, better health overall.
Probably let them struggle.
And you risk more anxiety, depression, fuzzy thinking, weaker physical health, even strained relationships. But, and this is the hopeful part, there are practical, actionable steps.
From lifestyle tweaks?
You're getting professional support, exploring relaxation, real options. So considering just how tightly linked these two are, the cycle they create, what does looking at this material suggest to you about